Hey guys, so I stumbled across a quote over the holiday weekend, the Easter weekend, that really stood out to me, and it talks about how a lot of times we talk about like the things that we would do if we knew that it was our last day, right? Like, would you like binge eat your favorite foods, or would you travel wherever you wanted to go and spend time with whoever you think that you'd want to spend time with? And then it says, but then we stop and we realize that Jesus knew what that it was his last day, and he still chose to wash the disciples' feet. That speaks to us a lot about humility. And just thinking about that, I wanted to circle back to something I've been talking a lot about with our girls that we spend time with on Sunday evenings for our college group. And one of those topics that we've been talking about is humility. And a lot of times I think we get it mixed up. We think that humility is thinking less of ourselves, right? Thinking that we're not valuable, right? It's like, well, in order for me to be humble, I have to think less of myself. And that's just simply couldn't be further from the truth. And I thought that this is a great opportunity for us to kind of look at that and look at the example of Jesus Christ, right? Jesus knew that he was the Son of God. He knew that he was about to take on the sin of the entire world and take on our sin debt and open the keys to heaven for us, right? Like he was going to do that, but yet right before he went to the cross, he was found washing feet. That did not come because he thought less of himself. It came because he understood that everything happens according to God's will. As we think about that, right? So humility is not about thinking less about ourselves. It's about thinking of ourselves less, right? And that comes from this deep understanding that God has made me with value. I have a purpose and a plan, but God takes care of all those details so I can focus my attention on the people around me. I don't have to focus my energy and attention on becoming enough or proving that I'm worth it to those around me. And we find that example really clearly laid out for us in First Peter, the fifth chapter, and in the fifth verse, where it says, "But all you leaders and followers alike are to be down to earth with each other. God has had it with the proud, but he takes delight in just plain people. So be content with who you are and don't put on airs. God's strong hand is on you and he'll promote you at the right time. Live carefree before God because he is most careful with you." And so when we have that understanding that God takes care of all the details, we can truly walk in that humility, not because we think less of ourselves, but because we can truly trust God to take care of us so we can think of ourselves less.